Hey, my name is Muhammad, and we're going to talk about the current console trends, which is quite, I would say, quite irritating in many ways. So this is actually basically I'm recording in my car while driving. I actually have a mic, a very good mic, but it's not with me right now. So I don't know how this record is going to be. Maybe it's not that good. I don't know if it's going to be that good quality, but I thought I thought I just want to discuss about a point, and mostly I guess I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. So if you're watching YouTube, hey guys, so let me try to put a game play that and then merge this together. Let's see if I can do that. But right now we're gonna talk about the console, and man, it's not a good thing. What's happening right now with the consoles. It's actually quite terrible, especially with this current generation. I don't know what generation it is, 9 or 10, whatever you want to call it. It's the worst generation. Like it's worse than PS3, to be honest. PS3, remember, like let's recap like the PS3 era. So PS3 was extremely expensive. It came with a very pricey. It was the most expensive console at that time. Well, maybe it was one of the most expensive gaming device for mass market, right? So then it got and it didn't have that many games. So it had two issues. The price was too high, and didn't have that many games. So it had a huge. It was initially, I think, the first 3 years, it was a huge loss, and I think Xbox had a great victory. Xbox 360 had amazing victory because of Sony's total out of date concepts and stuff like that. And then Sony came up with phenomenal games. I'm not talking about good games, like mind boggling games. And PS3 by far had the greatest games ever. Like, I don't think I mean, I do remember PS1 era, and I do remember PS2, but I was not. We were like in our house. We never we never like we're not too serious gamers. We're more like a PC gamers, right? And consoles were there for just to play, like, I don't know, Tekken or some other games, but it was not like a first person shooter. I don't think we were first person shooters. We in our house we played Counter Strike, and mostly it was Counter Strike and games like Counter Strike and Red Alert, strategy games. So they're more like they're more like PC. They're PC games. At that time, PCs controllers were not that good on these devices. But with PSC, I think there was a shift. The consoles did a great job. The controllers became really good. So I think that was the biggest shift for me. And obviously, I was in the age where, I sort of finished my college and I got into my job. So sort of in between, I think I bought it in 2000. I got it as a gift from my brother, 2009, my younger brother. And by I mean, it's a phenomenal gift. I still have it. It's a great machine. So 2009, I got it as a gift. I was 19 years old at that time, and I think by the time in a year or two, I came to the work. I finished my uni. My sort of finished my uni, but I came to. I was working, so yeah, I had some money, so I kept on. I didn't go much. I was an introvert, so I wasn't going out. So mostly I was investing in where my friends were spending on, let's say, going out and spending on, whatever entertainment. My entertainment was console and the PS3, so I was investing in that. But I never bought the games in full price because I couldn't afford it. So I didn't want to pay because, let's say, a full game was a $60. So usually try to get a deal for 10 or 15 brand new ones. Generally, I supported brand new ones. So that was the whole shenanigans that was going on. And with PS5, I mean, I had my PS4, I had my PS4 Pro. PS4 is a phenomenal device too. It's a very lightweight machine, low budget machine, good product. PS4 Pro was a phenomenal product. I still use it. Just a great device. The only thing I hate about PS4 Pro is it's like over loud. It's like so loud. The fans are so loud. It's sometimes it is distracting, but yeah, well, it's just what you get in the box, right? So, but with PS5, and honestly saying, I did like PS5, PS4 Pro, but I didn't. I understood why they went for PS4 Pro because PS4 was very underpowered, so they needed something like PS4 Pro. But PS4, even today, PS4 is still a good device. You're still getting a PS4. I mean, it's I we do have both the machine right now. I do play games very rarely, but it's not like it's bad. It's horrible. Yeah, I mean, I think it was the bump up in the resolution and the frame rate. It's good, right? It's not like definitely it's better, right? But it's not like uh, it's a bad machine, right? It's not a bad machine whatsoever. So that was the main thing with the with the PlayStation 4 and for PS4 Pro. PS4 with the PS4 Pro, I think there were a decent number of good exclusive games. I think God of War was really good. Horizon Dawn was good, and these are the two games I remember. And there might be a few other games. Spider-Man was really good. Yeah, that was a phenomenal game. I think there were a few good releases, but I felt that gaming development were becoming like too expensive. I think that was the biggest issue here. Gaming developments were unrealistically becoming expensive. They were like as big as Hollywood film, right? And that was a wrong sign. Actually, I personally didn't like that sign because, for example, I felt like PS3 had a very tough development cycle, or it was a tough console to build. This was an easy console to build, so I'm like maybe the costs will go down, but costs sort of went up, and that was definitely didn't help things anywhere better because what happens is each game has become it's almost like $100 million or $60 million, and then you have your marketing budget and stuff like that. Games are becoming expensive, and they are extremely expensive at this rate. 160 and 50 or 60, it's too expensive. It should be like 20-30 million dollars to make a game. I mean, that still is an expensive product. 20-30 million dollars is not a small amount. It's a humongous amount. That's how you can try new unique games, right? Maybe $50 million, but still these are very big amount, right? But we're talking about 150 million, 80 million, right? So that's a huge problem here. Games should be like, honestly saying, $10 million for a company like Sony, I think it's not a big deal for them, right? Because they can make their money somewhere. If they can bring some really good games with 10-15 million dollars, $15 million, another few $1 million with marketing, I think it's a good budget. But with PS5 budgets were like, I don't know what was the budget. It was crazy. First foremost in PS5 time, we didn't get. I don't know what game we got. It's like it's a bit stupid that we didn't. I mean, the whole era. We're actually end of the PS5 thing, right? And still we don't have a proper game, and it looks like, I mean, it's a total mess. In my opinion, it's a total mess. And where are the games? Why are they not producing games? Why are they pushing live services? Why do anyone wants to buy live services? If anyone wants live services, they would rather go to PC and go play their PC games. And there's Fortnite, which is live service, which is for free. And it's and another move which I didn't like from PS3 to PS4 is the subscription model where you can't play online without subscription. I didn't like that. But I was like, okay, we got free games. With PS3, we had like when PS3 when Xbox, I'm sorry, PlayStation 4 launched, we got like PS3 game free, and we had like PS4 game, one PS4, one PS3, and PS Vita. So we sort of have three games for free. Now we only have PS4 games for free, and now it's even worse. The games are so bad, and they increased the price of the Prime. Sorry, not the Prime, the PlayStation Plus, and now they have the Essential and Duplex and Blue Clicks, whatever shit it is. It's a complete trash. And another issue is Sony's customer service is horrible, terrible. It's always been terrible. Now it's like you pay all this and you still get a shitty service. Like I'm like, what's going on? I mean, is Sony trying to kill its own console? It looks like that. If Sony doesn't move, it doesn't get things straightened up with PS6, they will disappear. Like they will vanish out of this game. They can't compete with anyone. First and foremost, Microsoft has lost this generation for sure, but Microsoft has the money to back up. It's a powerful. It can buy what's that called, Activision for $60 billion or whatever amount they bought it for, a crazy amount. If they can buy that company for that much money, they can burn as much as they can. So for them, if Sony collapses, I mean PlayStation collapses, it's basically Sony collapsing. So it's like, why not Microsoft try to do that? I mean, they would like to. I mean, they don't care. I mean, they don't. I don't know if they really care about the gaming business rather than they just want to finish off Sony. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Buying Activision was like, it's a crazy amount, right? And ultimately, it's like trying to kill Sony. But it looks like Sony wants to kill itself with all these stupid games they produce. And they haven't this year. What game did he produce? What game did we get? I mean, I don't understand this. It makes no sense. We have PS4 Pro right now, PS5 Pro, and PS5 Pro is like the most expensive console with the least power, like compared to PS4 and PS4 Pro. It was an actual upgrade, like a proper, it was a proper upgrade. It was a good upgrade. But PS5 was already powered, and it's not like anyone tapped the PS5's power, anyways. It's not like developers like, oh, PS5 is so underpowered. No. And then we have PS4 Pro, which is unnecessary. Where are the games? And it's so expensive. They remove the disc drive, and then you have to pay extra for the disc drive. What is going on with Sony? Why do you make us pay for the bloody disc drive? What do you think about yourself? Oh wait, we buy your digital stupid games, and then you kick. You would like, what? You can't own this anymore. You can do that, right? You can ban our account, and then we will never be able to access our account. I mean, if this is how the gaming is gonna go, first and foremost, why should I go get into a console when I can't buy a disc? Because Billy, I have PC. PC is right there. We mostly, when guys like us want to be in console, it's because we want to get, we want to have a discs. We want to collect our discs. With PCs, we can't do that anymore. You can't do. It's just all digital, right? And it's like every move Sony has been doing is horrible, terrible. And now exclusivities. What? There's no exclusivities anymore. Then why do I need to get a PS5? Why are you targeting a PC market? Who are your target market, man? You guys don't even know who's your target market. They're targeting PC market. What logic is that? They're targeting PC market. Like live service is for PC market. Remove all the exclusives and put in for ported PC. What's the point of putting into PC? If you're having a demo version, I understand that. Okay, PC gamers would like to play it and then come to and they want to buy a console and get it. But what's the point of releasing it in PC? What's your strategy in that? That's the most stupidest strategy in the history of strategies. It's like, why do we buy your console? Now, I don't want to buy any of your games right now. Honestly, I just like, why do I need to buy all the stupid PS5 and all this shit where I can just go get my PC and just go get this game and play it on my PC? Even the graphics are less or whatever it is, I still can play the game. What's the point of getting this new machine? No use. My old machines can still play, even if it plays 25 FPS, I still can play it. I can just drop all the whatever settings, and I can still play it. So I don't know what Sony's planning. I honestly don't understand what Sony's strategy is. This is the worst strategy in the history of worst strategy. It's like Sony is shooting in its foot. If your games are so expensive to produce, then don't produce your stupid games this expensive. And don't release it in PC. I'm not for the PC. If you're making a game for the PC, and okay, do that. Make a game that is for PlayStation gamers and for PC gamers. Good. But don't make a game that is exclusive for PC and then you exclusive for console and then you take that to PC. I mean that's I can play Uncharted 4 in PC. What's so unique now? What's so unique about your console? You overprice your console. You remove the disk drive. You make your subscription so expensive. You produce no games. PC, I can go have a handheld device and I can play Uncharted. Why do I need to own a bloody PlayStation? Why do I need to own a PlayStation? Why are you forcing us to buy a digital drive? Why don't you make a very beautiful handheld device? So you know what happens when you build a very beautiful handheld device, a device that can play PS4 games and PS5 games? I'll tell you what happens. Maybe it's PS4 game. Let's say we can play PS4 game, and let's say if you can downgrade the settings in PS5 games, and then you can play in that machine in the PS5 games in that machine. Well, I'll tell you what happens. I'll go get my subscription. I'll go, because most of my digital games are subscribed games. It's all my PlayStation Plus games. So you know what I do? Oh wait, there's a value now. You know, I can just play in my machine. I have like hundreds of games that I own, which I really like. I'll play in my machine. But what's the point of me buying a digital version when I don't want to buy? You're not even targeting us, the gamers who wants to buy physical disc, who wants to trade their games or doesn't want, whatever they want to do with that game. But it's really stupid what Sony is doing. It looks like they have no idea what they're doing, and uh, it's just shocking, surprising that I mean, I understand big companies make big mistakes, but they have a big competition too, and that's Xbox. They can eat them alive, man. They're like filthy rich guys, and they'll just consolidate everything. They're so powerful and so big. I don't know what Sony is planning to defeat them. Every move Sony has done is completely anti-consumerism moves. I don't know what's going to happen with this device. I honestly don't know. I don't know if I want to buy a PS6. I honestly believe PS5 is the end for Sony. It's done. They gotta do what gamers want. We need our consoles with the disc. We need it. There's there's no questions to that, right? There has to be. It should not be like, oh, you can get the separate disc. No separate disc. It has to be together. The machine should be together. I understand it's easy to repair, but you make the disc version like sort of an online sort of, what's that called? Online DRM thing, which it requires online to activate the disc. So if it was just a plug and play thing, okay, good. No, it requires online thing. If you close your company today, we can't use any of these services. So we need to get modders and hackers just to break the device and just do which is good in that way. Yeah, I do appreciate that way, but I don't want to hack my machine. I don't want to crack my machine. I didn't buy the machine for that. So I mean, all these moves are terrible, man. Sony has done some of the worst moves. I mean, Xbox after 360 with Xbox One, Xbox vision was very clear. They were lost. They were already lost, right? They were totally lost. I mean, they can't even produce one good exclusive games, and Sony did some really good exclusive. And like they destroyed Halo series. They destroyed Gears of War series. They literally destroyed series. They've destroyed their own series. So who am I going to complain, right? They're the worst company to destroy their own company. They're just terrible. So yeah, this is what I had in my mind. I don't know how it's going to be because my car was very loud and I don't know what it was. Let's see. I hope the recording was good. We'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.
on my way up topside. Must be the old main control center. I'm on my way, Anya.